What's going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. I have got a fantastic episode for you guys today, show, episode, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be speaking to a 19-year-old guy from Tennessee, I believe, and he's going to be talking about how he's turned small accomplishments, little victories into big wins in his business. And I'm excited to hear it from the perspective of somebody who's younger, who's got a different perspective for their future, and than the majority of people in the world, who are sort of following the traditional system of being good little boys and girls, getting good grades, going to school, getting good little jobs, and then hoping it all works out. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, we need those people that plan does work it for some. Just it oftentimes doesn't turn out the way that that we wish it would. And after all, why the hell would you want to wait until you're 80 years old to start living your life? Okay, doing things on your terms, having freedom, and realizing sort of the benefits of being more stress free because of money, right? So with that being said, I'm excited to bring in and help me welcome in the comments, if you guys would, to the legendary the Wake Up Legendary show. Feeling also a little bit dyslexic this morning. Cade Young, what's up, my brother?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm excellent, man. Did I get all that right? Are you 19 and from Tennessee?
Yeah, you got that right. I'm 19 from Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
All right. How close is that to Gatlinburg?
Um, Probably like an hour.
Okay. That's where my wife and I went for a honeymoon. We went up in the mountains of right outside of Gatlinburg. There's a little town there that we like to go up in the mountains and hang out. So you are 19, is that right?
Yeah, I'm 19.
And right now you're basically, as a full-time job, you're delivering pizzas, and you've worked in kind of restaurant and or hospitality, or have you just been delivering pizzas?
Well, yeah, for the past almost a year, like it's been like 11 months, I've been working at Papa John's as a delivery driver.
Okay.
And yeah, I've been working 39 hours a week, sometimes hitting 40. And then I'm in college too.
So what's the 39 to 40? If you why only 39? What's up with that?
Oh, well, like I'm scheduled for 39 hours because I like clothes and stuff, but
I got you.
sometimes like we stay over,
I got you.
longer.
I wondered if that was like only work 39 so you don't have to get, I don't know, insurance or something like that.
Oh no.
Okay. So, all right. So we've set the stage now to understand a little bit more of what your day to day looks like. You graduated high school, I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
And now you're going to college. Are you doing that online?
Yeah, all of my stuff's online.
Okay. You're also full time delivery at Papa John's,
Yes.
driving all over creation, delivering
All,
pies.
yeah, all over. My gas doesn't like it. Got to fill up the tank like every 3 days.
Crazy. So what in the heck compelled you to want to start your own business, and why internet marketing, specifically affiliate marketing? Most people don't think of people who are 19 as business owners, as entrepreneurs, as online marketers. So why you, and why now, and help us to see what you see, and understand what's going on inside of your head.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, a lot of people, especially my age, like don't really have that perspective. So like I'm in college, I used to always be hanging with my friends. I didn't work as many hours as I do now.
Mm-hmm.
But there was always something in my head, like, I know there's more money to be made, like online and stuff. So I was always trying to find something to do. And I ended up joining an MLM and dropping that and finding affiliate marketing.
Uh-huh.
And through affiliate marketing, I was trying to learn through YouTube, and ClickBank, but I wasn't learning anything. So Legendary Marketer, I came across y'all
Uh-huh.
and I joined, and that's how I learned. I started from scratch, like complete beginner. I knew nothing.
So what do you think about Legendary? What's your experience been so far?
Oh, it's great. Like I seriously like recommend it to anyone because the community is great. If you ever have a question, you can ask anybody. And I literally like I came in with no experience. Like I just knew the concept. You promote a product and you get a commission if there's a sale. But I didn't know how to set up a funnel. I didn't know how to do email marketing, none of that.
Yeah, and you've learned all that and begun getting results, right? Results, i.e., making
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how far I've come just in a couple months. Like I joined Legendary Marketer probably I think mid-October. And I did take probably I kind of took my time on the 15-day challenge, which is fine.
Mhm,
That's why I tell everyone you can take your time. You don't have to do the 15 days. You could do it faster or take your time.
mhm.
But once I finished that, that's when I really like went full in and really focused on it.
Yeah, and now you feel like if you did go back into ClickBank and find some products, and I think you took our blueprints course and we even kind of showed you how to set that up, you would have more confidence promoting any product that you do. You now have the marketing lenses, I guess is what I'm asking you. Do you see how you can be successful selling any product you want to if you have the right marketing strategy and now you know the fundamentals of how to set that up, right?
Hey, Dave, I did not hear anything you just said. I don't
Okay.
know what just happened there.
Was that me, Matt, or was that
It's you're still good. You're still good on my end, so
okay.
it's on Cade's end.
Cade, can you hear me?
Okay, y'all can hear me.
Yeah, take your can you hear me, Matt?
Yeah.
Okay. Cade, can you hear me? We lost your audio, buddy. Or I think you lost our audio.
Okay, I can hear y'all now. I'm sorry about that.
Maybe
All
it
good.
was maybe it was in your headphones.
Yeah, I don't know what happened right there. I'm sorry about that.
No, no worries, dude. Don't worry about it. So I just what I asked was, do you now have the marketing lenses? You said before you were like going to YouTube and you even logged onto ClickBank and you kind of didn't know, but now what I like a simple analogy that I like to say is that we give people the marketing lenses, the glasses to where now you can see how to succeed selling any product. So you could go back on ClickBank. We even gave you campaigns and help you to kind of get the mechanics set up and the dynamic set up of those campaigns. So do you now feel that you have those marketing lenses? Do you feel more powerful with the ability to now take any product on the market that you could sell online and be successful selling it if you wanted to?
Yeah, I totally believe that. Y'all really gave me all the tools I needed, and I've learned a lot through y'all. And I personally believe if I wanted to promote anything else, I could. Like I have the skill set that I'm sorry, the skill set to do so. But I mean, I still have a lot of growing to do, and there's still always more to learn. But I definitely believe I could promote something else. But I just choose to promote y'all because I personally went through y'all, and I believe in y'all,
Mm.
and I think y'all are the best way to learn affiliate marketing.
Now you're also hopping on in promoting things like books like the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, right?
Yeah,
And you
I do
signed up as
promote.
an affiliate for Amazon.
Yeah. That's pretty much the only other thing I promote because I think that's a great book. I personally
Mhm.
read it, and it's it's a mind opener. Helps you
Yeah,
get a different perspective on things.
yeah. So what do you feel like you're in your groove with your business, and what do you feel like you're still kind of finding your groove?
Okay, so yeah, I feel like sometimes there's bumps and stuff. Like since I work so much and I'm in college, it's hard for me to really take time aside to really focus on it. But I still try and make it happen as much as I can.
Mhm.
So I'm always learning, but I'm in my groove when I'm like, I'll sit in my room when I have time and try and make TikToks, and really try and focus on providing value and actually making good content. And I'm still trying to like improve my content, because I got a lot of ways to go. But yeah,
Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, finding time is especially with what your schedule looks like. It's got to be. It's a good thing that you're young and you got lots of energy because let me tell you something, bro. When you get, I've got, uh, what are you, 19? So nine. If you were 17, 27, 37. I mean, I've got 18 years on you, and let me tell you something, bro. The energy level, like I can go, but my ass is tired. Like if I was doing school full time, I guess I'm taking care of 2 kids too, right? So that's that's exhausting. But one of the things that I think is really important, and I guess I say that to say that the earlier in your life that you can make money and put it away and invest it, the better, because you have more energy when you're younger to do that. And I'm not saying that you older folk here who are listening that there's no hope for you, that don't hear that message. I'm just speaking to the young people for a moment, and I still consider myself young as well. I mean, I'm not acting like I'm old. I'm still, I would hope not even middle-aged, but the earlier that you can there's 2 things I want to say. I want to have my old man moment, Cade. So just let me have my old man moment and give like the young people some advice.
Yeah,
all right.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna have my old man moment here. So 2 things is, the first thing is really bust your ass and focus on building your business now when you're young, because the best thing that can happen if you don't do it now later on is you just start all over again. That's like, you know what I mean? Like that's the worst thing could happen is you don't have the energy to start all over again. Right. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're not like Don who's 80 something years old, who's blowing up on TikTok, who we had on a couple of weeks ago. So do everything that you can. And even if you guys I got Colin who's like, I'm middle-aged, 63. I hear you guys. Just let me talk to the young people for a second. All right. Do everything that you can, even if you're 63, because you may not feel like doing it when you're 73, right? But especially 19. Here's the other thing. And this is a big deal right now because Bitcoin and crypto and GameStop and all this bullshit. Here's my second piece of advice. If everybody's doing it in the marketplace, do the opposite. If everybody's doing it, do the opposite. And here's what I mean by that, is that while everybody is, dumping their money in meme stocks and being distracted by cryptocurrency and all this kind of stuff, guess what I'm doing? I'm playing the long game, dumping money into my investment portfolio, right? Investing in stocks, investing in real estate, stuff that I know is going to pan out in 10 to 15 years. Right? It's proven, right? So there's a couple of lessons there. The first is that all the money that you make, begin investing it somewhere. Get yourself an investment broker. Talk to your parents, say, who do you invest your money with? And set up an account. If you need somebody, I mean, I got a guy in Florida, I can hook you up, but talk to your parents, talk to somebody that that's had good results. My parents said to me, they said, hey, we invested an initial amount with somebody, and we still, and that was 15, 20 years ago, and we still got that amount left, and we've been pulling money for our retirement for the past 15 or 20 years. I said, okay, that guy knows more than me. So I stay in my lane and I focus on generating cash, and then I take that cash and I invest it somewhere so it can work for me over the next 20 years. You want financial independence, Cade. It's about building the cash cow, but it's also about stocking money away in smart investments, not getting distracted by all this bullshit that happens on Facebook, crypto this, Dogecoin, Bitcoin. That's fine. Like if you want to put a little bit of money into that to play around with, but anything that you're like dumb stuff, ask yourself, is it worth the time? And can I lose that money? Right? Like I'm not even saying that you do cryptocurrency or anything like that, but what I'm saying is that there's 2 parts of this financial freedom piece. And the first is creating a cash cow business, Cade. The second is actually taking that money, and you said it in your questionnaire, and making that money work for you somehow. And just because you're good at marketing or you're getting good at marketing doesn't particularly mean that you're going to be an expert at the stock market as well. So instead, go and find an expert to manage that money for you, to help pick the stock picks. That's been my experience, and it's worked wonders. So you're trying to achieve financial freedom. Do you already have the little bit of money? Even if you make $1,000, do you have any structure set up to where you're taking 5 or 10% of that and putting it in some sort of an investment?
Oh yeah,
You do.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I invested like within my business, like I invested in the blueprints. I thought that was a really great investment.
My man,
Personally,
talking about investing in himself.
yeah, dude, investing in
All
yourself
right.
is the best investment. And
All
then
right.
I actually just the other day I invested in stocks for the first time, and I actually came out. Well, actually I haven't pulled out yet, but I'm currently up like $800. Uh,
Are you not in the GameStop frenzy, are you?
no, no,
My man.
no. Yeah,
My man.
me and my friend, we both joined Ocugen or something like that,
All right.
and yeah, it skyrocketed. So
All right. All right. All right. All right. So listen, guys, play the long game. This is what I'm talking about. This is the point that I'm making. I'm having my old man moment, remember, is
mhm.
playing the long game. You know, you're young, you're 19. By the time you're 29, you could have 10 years in this industry. Be a rock star. You know what I mean? It's I wish more young people had, we're not so pessimistic. It seems like a lot of people nowadays are super pessimistic about opportunity. You weren't, though. What do you think is different from your friends? You said that you had to start to separate yourself from some of your friends and stuff.
Mhm.
So what did that look like, and how did you find the courage? How are you navigating that?
Well, I just really took a step back and looked at like where I was at, and I was just like, there's money to be made. I could be working more. I could be the time I'm spending doing other things or partying or something, I could really be out there building a skill and like doing the long, I was trying to think long term. I was like, I'd rather work hard now and set myself up for the future
Yeah.
than just have fun now and then later I'm stuck just at a 9 to 5 or something.
All the things I'm talking about, you're already on that stuff, man. You're already thinking like that. I mean, did you start thinking about that when you came in and started here at Legendary, or were you already thinking like that and you had just were looking for the right place to plant your flag and really develop your skills? Like where did this thinking begin to percolate inside of your head, man?
Well, I joined Legendary in October, and I would say like maybe a couple months before that, like starting summer 2020, I started to like I started to kind of get that mindset, but I wasn't really taking action in anything. It was just kind of like how most people are. They like have the idea, but they don't really do anything about it. So once I joined Legendary, that really helped open my mind and see there's opportunities out there to really make money and
Mhm.
really get your own online business going.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is quite different from MLM. You said in these various other different things that are going on. You said that you had a funny MLM story that you were trying to actually learn. It was like Forex or something. You were trying to learn, and they were just like, no, just go recruit more people.
Yeah, I was really trying to learn, like, I would watch all the videos they had and stuff, and it was just kinda, like, bland videos, I wasn't learning anything, and it was
Yeah.
so confusing, and I would ask for help, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I'll help you." They would FaceTime me and just it wouldn't go anywhere, and at the end, they'd be like, "Yeah, so try and get your friends or families to join, though." I was like, "Dang." I was like, "Okay."
Dang, man. It really sometimes is a challenge to sift through different like business opportunities and, various stuff to finally find something to where you can develop some skills that you can turn into a real business. So, what would you say to some other folks, young or, no matter what age they are, but particularly the younger crowd? What would you say to them, man? Like what would you say? And we're not here trying to convince anybody to do anything, because after all, we're not here to recruit our friends and family. But just what advice would you give younger people who maybe have some curiosity about the journey that you're on, but are a bit skeptical, or maybe think that it would be a waste of time, or don't really quite understand the idea of investing in skill sets and in taking advantage of, online entrepreneurship, which in my opinion is the future, but they might not really get it yet.
Right. I would to all my younger people out there, I would just say take a step back, really look at where you're at and where you want to be, and try and like, are you really going to get there going about whatever you're doing at the current moment, um pick up a book, start reading something, Rich Dad Poor Dad, or join Legendary Marketer. Just try out something. Like I tried the MLM, it didn't work. I didn't get discouraged. I just moved on. I tried affiliate marketing. It's working. I'm starting stocks. It's working. Start to build up multiple sources of income, because that's really the key, and be able to balance out your life. And I'm still working on that currently too, with work, school, my online business. I don't have a lot of free time, but I'm trying to work on everything and balance everything out.
And ultimately, we find out that we don't really need free time. Like what I've realized, man, is I don't need a lot of free time. I have a hard time relaxing anyways. I mean, I sort of have developed this mindset over the years that I kind of, whenever I'm relaxing, it's actually hard, and it's hard for me to relax. I have to relax sometimes. I have to set up little trips or staycations with my wife to where I just kind of log off, and that works really well for me. But if you have the energy, what I find is I don't really want to do nothing. I do want to be productive. I do want to be creative. I do want to contribute. I do want to strive and try to have wins. To me, business and marketing and stuff is sort of like a game. I've sort of always looked at it like that, because I realized otherwise I was going to get really stressed out and I wasn't going to make it. Instead, I began to look at it like a game, and you win some, you lose some. But as long as I keep getting back out on the field, I have a chance to be able to win a championship. And, I would throw, I realized it was a game sort of like, sometimes you throw a Hail Mary in it and it works. You do like some off the wall video idea, or you do some Hail Mary offer for a coaching program to your list who you've only been doing affiliate marketing to, and 3 people take you up on it. It's like, holy shit, I just had a $10,000 day or whatever. I can't believe that worked. You know what I mean? Like, it's become like a game, and I would like to give you and everybody else permission to approach your business like that, to not be rigid, to not think that there's absolute rules, because there's not. The difference between being an employee and an entrepreneur is that you have the ability to, be able to take risk that you wouldn't normally take, and after all, it's your time and your money, right? So some people are deathly afraid of that. Other people are wildly empowered by that. I'm empowered by the ability to be able to try things and throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. And so if we all can give ourselves permission to approach our business more like a game, and not like it's like life or death, to where we get this desperate mindset and we start getting all stressed out over it, but relax a little bit, realize that you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. But some of the most successful marketing campaigns, videos, pieces of content that you create and produce are going to be Hail Marys that are weird and off the wall and super creative, and you didn't think that they were going to succeed. You were almost a little afraid to do them. Those are the ones that I find are oftentimes the most successful, the most off the wall ideas, right? So there's a shift that we have to, there's a real shift that has to happen with us, especially if we're used to school and we're used to jobs and we're used to things happening a certain way, and we've got to follow the rules and so forth. That when we get into creating content and entrepreneurship and marketing online, there's no rules. You have to break down those rule barriers, and you have to be willing to find your own voice instead of trying to be like everybody else. You have to be willing to take risk with putting yourself out there, or maybe even the risk of looking dumb, or the risk of nobody buying or paying attention, or everybody loves it and it's the one that blows you up, right? Does that make sense to you? And does that sort of game playing, does that excite you, or does that scare you, Cade?
No, yeah, that excites me. I would rather think of it as a game than feel pressure to go by the rules, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be yourself and just try and be as creative as you can. Like you said, either no one's gonna buy or everyone's gonna buy. Even if one or two people buy, that's more than nobody. It's just like at Papa John's. If I get $1, it's better than a no tip. I'll take anything above nothing.
My man. So, brother, I charge to you to go out there and kick major ass, man, and just keep on crushing and keep on striving to find, discipline with your time management. Make sure that you carve out time to continue down the path that you're on and not get too overwhelmed with what you're doing. And if you do get overwhelmed, don't quit, but just step back and take a break. And sort of regroup, because it can get overwhelming, especially if you've got as much going on as you. And just keep up the good fight, brother. Be legendary. And I hope you'll come back and keep us updated here in the future about how you're doing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Cade. Take care, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
All right, you too.
All right, see you, man. All right, my friends, there you have it. Cade Young, the man with a plan. Look him up on TikTok, or maybe we'll post his handle here. I'm sure we didn't even talk about his specific marketing strategies, but I think he's on TikTok. I'm sure you can find him on Facebook and so forth as well. There's his TikTok handle. Another guy, driven, another player that you'd want to have on your team. Right? That I had a private client coaching call with people who are in blueprints in coaching yesterday, and we talked about accountability partners. We talked about filling our intimate support group, even if you're one-on-one with somebody for a month, or if you have a little group of 3 or 4 people that you meet once a week together and just check in and give feedback. Those various levels of accountability are important. Right. So every single day we're bringing on people that, I would want to have on my team. So if there's an opportunity, if you're serious and you got to bring something to the table, but if you connect with some of these folks and say, hey, I want to create an accountability group. There's so much opportunity in this community to connect with people and to create little accountability groups and just to support each other. Here's the other thing that I would invite you guys to do. Is to follow each other on your various platforms and comment and like and support each other. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. There's so many people here. Don't, there's always going to be the little slimy little snakes who are here trying to, friend request people and pitch them little bullshit things in their inbox and stuff like that, and play little money grab games. And if anybody private message you and tries to pitch you some horse crap, please just deny them, block them, because if they were proud of what they were selling, they wouldn't need to hide in your inbox to do it. But instead, if you jump in somebody's inbox, I wonder how far you could get if you went in their inbox looking to contribute to them. Hey, I'd like to I just want to let you know I'm inspired by what you do. I'm inspired by what you said. I'm going to follow you and try to support your content as much as I possibly can. That's the kind of contribution. That's the kind of business karma that when you put that out, that comes back to you tenfold. Right? And so many of us are always looking to take. What can somebody give to me? But I wonder if I could invite you to adopt some of that mentality, to adopt some of that approach. Because we're always looking, the difference between the people who succeed at high levels and the people who are always struggling, and maybe you're one of those people, is that the people who are always struggling are always looking, what can I get from somebody? Who can help me? And the people who are succeeding at high levels, and I mean really, they're wondering who they can help. How can I contribute? How can I lift others up? It's one of the biggest differences. So anyways, I think of that every single time that we have a guest like Cade on the show, which is every day. I think, man, I wonder if the people that are watching are taking advantage of lifting him up. And then watch how that comes back to you. You know, lifting him up, jumping in his inbox or DMs and saying, I'm inspired by you, brother. I followed you and I'm going to support you and try to comment on every single one of your posts. Now all of a sudden you're that guy or you're that girl who's lifting other people up. And I'm telling you, it'll come back. You got to trust. You got to have faith. Look, you've likely had faith in your religion. You've likely had, or your spirituality, or had faith in something in your life. Now, what I'm asking you to have faith in is that if you contribute and lift others up instead of always asking, what can I get? Who can help me? That if you lift others up, it'll come back to you. Have faith in that. Trust me. Trust me that is one of the most powerful, intelligent investments that you can make with your time, especially if you're going to spend time watching this show. If you're going to spend time watching the show and learning from these guests, let's lift them up and watch how that comes back. I always know when somebody's going to succeed based on the things that they post, based on how they talk. Are they looking for people who they can help? Are they looking to contribute to people who are struggling, who are having problems? Or are they looking to jump on that struggle train? Part of my whole mission is to get you guys unaddicted to struggling. Struggling. I'm struggling. And as long as you continue to say that you're struggling, you'll struggle. As long as you continue to say you're a newbie, you'll be a newbie. We are what we say we are. And you actually can truly manifest your life, what you want, what happens by the words that come out of your mouth. Why? Because your actions follow your words. You literally are telling yourself how to think, how to be, how to act every single time something comes out of your mouth. It's one of the most powerful reinforcements that exist in communication is what we say. I'm struggling. That is one of the most disempowering things that you could say. Now, but Dave, what if I am struggling? Find somebody to help. That's how you stop struggling. You get out of yourself. You stop making it about you. I said, I can't stop using drugs back 10 years ago. They said, go help somebody. Stop making it all about you, Dave. See, I didn't invent this concept. I didn't come up with this. I'm just telling you what's worked for me and what I've seen work for other successful marketers. But it's not just in marketing. It's not just in leadership. It also works when you want to stop doing, drugs or alcohol, or you're struggling with some other addiction. The most successful people in sobriety are the people who help the most people. It's not the ones who are always like, who's going to help me? I'm struggling. Well, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with needing support. There's a difference between needing support and always struggling and always looking to take, always looking for who can give you something. So I don't know. That was on my heart. And I hope that, you guys can use this community to enhance both your network, but also your net worth. And you do that by figuring out who you can contribute to. And that's, I think do they call that like an oxymoron, or is that considered, help me out in the comments. I don't really know, but it's the opposite of what you think it is. Like a lot of people think big community, lots of people to help me with all my struggles. Yay. Glad to be here, guys. Glad that there's tons of you to help me with all my struggles. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. We're here to support you. Don't think that we're not. But big community, lots of opportunity to contribute. That's the difference. Big community paradox. I think that's what it's called. Thank you, Sarah. Big community, lots of people, lots of opportunity to help, lots of opportunity to contribute. So anyways, I just invite you guys to do that. I invite you to do that. I invite you to go to Cade and follow him on TikTok and just contribute to him every single day, just to pour inspiration and support into him, right? To lift him up. In every single other, the people that you see here in these comments every single day, them too. Connect with them. Hey, what's your TikTok? What's your Facebook? I want to make sure that I can support you as often as possible. If you're going to be on social media, isn't it better to use your time doing that than scrolling random bullshit from people who, honestly, you're going to follow them off of a cliff? You know? That's why I say when I see a bunch of people talking about something, I like to do the opposite. So anyways, I want to thank Cade Young again for coming on. Phenomenal chat and spark some passion in me also after I let him go from the show. And hopefully that was valuable to you guys. While we're here to support, we're also here to tell you the truth. I'm not here to give you motivational speeches every day. Because as Elon Musk said, I thought this was good the other day. Somebody said, what's your best motivational thing that you can say? And he said, if you need motivation, you should be an entrepreneur. So I look at myself the same way. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to just tell you the truth, because your success lies in the truth and you being honest with yourself about where you're at. And if you're somebody who's addicted to struggle, then facing that and admitting that and saying, okay, I'm aware of that now. I see that. These are the actions that I'm going to take to change it. And I've just given you a blueprint to change it. So if you need to listen to it again, I invite you to do so. All right. So my friends, we'll be back here tomorrow. Our Chief Marketing Officer, Matt, is going to be hosting the show with another fantastic guest, more value, more nuggets, more opportunities to contribute and support. Please, in the spirit of contribute and support, leave a comment for Cade so he can go back and feel all your love and support. Be legendary. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.